Okay, we're going to learn about telling the time. Okay, so here are the two hands of the clock. So you usually see them over here and turning around during the day. Okay. Now the one who tells the hour is shorter and fatter. Shorter and fatter. Okay. And the one that tells the minute is taller and skinnier. It's quite skinny, okay? So you can imagine I call it the short fat hand because he also takes much longer to go around the clock. So if he's shorter and fatter, he's going to be slower. So he takes a while to move around that clock. Okay? It takes him 1 hour to move from one number to the next. And in that hour, this guy runs around the whole clock. So I'll explain that again a bit later, okay? So here's how we draw a clock. A big circle. And you put 12 up the front of the top. And then half, if you were to cut a cake, half of 12 is 6. So down the very bottom, 6. Okay? And half of 6 is 3. 3 and 3 make 6. So this 3 and this 3 gets you to 6. And 6 and 3 makes 9. So they're your quarters. 12, 6, 3 and 9. So you put those in first. Top, bottom, over on the right and over on the left. And then you just fill in the other numbers. So 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you just have to space these two out in between the other two numbers. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we finish at 12. So the start of the race, the start of the hour is 12. And it's also the finish because it's the start of the next hour. So let's see how we work it out, okay? If the minute, I just take the minute hand. The minute hand is longer as well because it's the one that reaches for the numbers, okay? He can tip all the numbers. The hour hand won't be able to reach them. You might notice that on your own clock at home. He's too short. He doesn't actually touch the numbers, okay? He just kind of points over towards them. So have a look at your clock at home and see if it's like that. Okay, so he's the hour guy, and this guy is much more accurate. He'll tip it at the exact minute, okay? So if it's o'clock, if it's something o'clock, let's say it's 4 o'clock. This guy's the hour guy. 4. Actually, I'll colour him in because I've moved them now. Okay, and he's the minute one. Okay, so this would be pointing at 4, and he's still at the start of his race, so it's 4 o'clock. And I'll move him a little bit. He's moved to next hour, 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Okay, that's the aim, the main idea. So the long skinny ends at the top, it's o'clock. Okay, now let's try half past. Half past. So if your mammy was to cut up a cake, or if you were to cut up the cake, you'd cut it from 12 all the way across the middle, all the way down to this side. So this is half of the cake. That's half of the cake, and there's the other half of the cake. So all the way down, this is halfway, half past. So if the minute hand, he's not pointing at the 12 anymore, he's got halfway around his race. He's very fit, he gets halfway around this race, and we stop there. And this hour, let's say he started at 1, he'd only get halfway towards 2 in that time because he's very slow. Okay, so that would be called half past. Which number has it gone past? 1. Okay, let's see, let's turn the clock on again. He's going to go right round. Oh, he's back at the start of his race. So it's o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. Let's continue on. What time is it going to be in another half an hour? I'm going to rotate again. It's tricky, isn't it? Okay, where is he now? Oh, this minute hand is halfway around the race, or halfway around the clock, isn't he? He's gone halfway around the clock. And the short fat hand has got halfway between this number and this number. Half past what? Half past 2 or half past 3? Oh, he hasn't gone past the 3 yet, so it must be half past 2. Very good. Let's go on again another half an hour. He's running around the clock another half an hour. What time does it say now? Now, it's o'clock, remember, because he's at the start of his race. O'clock. And it's, 3 o'clock. That was nice and easy, wasn't it? Let's see what happens in another half an hour. They race on. Ooh. And he gets on to, where does he go? Now. He's at the, where? He's at this end, isn't he? So that's the half past point. Half past, what number has he gone past? He hasn't got to 4 yet. He's nearly at 4 there. He's gone halfway past 3 though. Half past 3, and he's going towards 4, so that's half past 3. Half past 3, you'd say. Okay, so that's the gist of o'clock and half past, okay? So try, if you're ever writing them in, try to do the long skinny hand in one colour and the short fat hand in a shorter and a different colour. Okay, so I've got yellow and red. It doesn't matter which colours you go for, but try a short colour and a long skinny colour. A short fat colour for the hours and a long skinny colour for the minutes.